Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies, and I am actually here today with a video. I know I've been away for a long time, and I wanted to do this video to kind of let you know kind of where I've been, where my mind was at, what I've been doing, and what's next for this channel, because I really want to start making videos again. I want to start creating again, and this break, it's been I think a couple years since I posted videos, but this break has been good for me, and I am excited to be back and excited to be creating again. And I did a lot of rethinking how I was doing things and how I was approaching things. Because, and let me just get into it. The reason I wasn't planning on taking a break, but the reason why I took a break is because I was getting so burnt out for a few different reasons. And the first, which I talked about a little bit in my videos, was the fact that it was getting very hard to create in my space. And over the last, I don't know, maybe couple months, I have reworked my area. I do craft in my bedroom, so it's hard to kind of separate out what's for crafting and what's just for my room. And so what I ended up doing was getting rid of a lot of my personal stuff. I think I got rid of 4 IKEA bagfuls of clothing. Just trying to get rid of all the extra things that I don't need. And I also started making more work surface area for me, because I'm the type of person who needs a lot of work surface. Like, I'm notorious for having a very messy desk, whether it be at home or at work or anywhere. And I can thrive for a certain amount of time in that type of situation, but once it just goes over like a certain limit, it becomes debilitating. And that's what it was becoming in this situation, because it's like every time I needed to work here, I had to move everything right here to another area. And then when I needed to work there, I needed to move everything from that area back to this area. So it was like Tetris or something all the time. And it became debilitating. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say that. And it left me no room to be creative. So I really spent a lot of time reconfiguring my area to make it more conducive to being creative and having room to work. And I will have a new workspace tour coming up. Another thing that was getting really difficult was juggling between YouTube versus TikTok. And I've been thinking about that too. I think my problem is I want to do too much sometimes, and then it just becomes overwhelming. So I've been thinking a lot about how I want to do things, because YouTube is very different from TikTok. And who knows, maybe TikTok won't even be a thing anymore, because I noticed that after it got shut down for literally, I think, just a few hours, there isn't that much activity over there anymore. But I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm going to be taking that into consideration in considering what I'm going to be doing next. But if I do TikTok and YouTube, what I am planning to do is going back and forth. So there's going to be like a series on YouTube, and then I'm going to kind of pause on that and then do a series on TikTok. And when I pause YouTube, I will be posting the TikTok videos onto YouTube as shorts, like afterwards or something like that. I haven't exactly figured it out, but that's what I'm thinking of. And I might do some behind the scenes stuff on YouTube for TikTok whenever I'm pausing on YouTube. So that's all just kind of what I'm thinking for right now. But during my break, so I first started out I took a film class, which was so much fun. It was just really unexpected how fun it was. And it was a summer class. This was a couple years ago. And I was thinking, okay, I'm going to take that class. And then this was when I was still making videos on YouTube. But I was thinking I'll take that class, and then in the in-between times of that class, I will, I'll make videos. Like, it'll just be a more full schedule for me. But that didn't end up being the case because I ended up getting really into that class, and I got to direct a short film that we made just within that class, which was 5 weeks. And that was really, really fun. Like, probably the funnest class I ever took. So that's how this break kind of started, because I kind of just detached my mind from making journals and put it onto another creative thing. And then I've been doing creative things, and I'll just share a little bit during this break. I did a few craft shows, which were really fun as well. It was a new experience. I liked it. But the thing is, it's very different from selling online. Because when I'm selling online, I'm selling to you guys or to people who know about junk journals. So with the craft show, I did sell enough to make it worth it. But it was more like either people were not interested or they were super interested, and they never saw anything like a junk journal before, and they were just super interested in it. So I think it was more about spreading the word about junk journals rather than anything else. But it was fun. I liked it. And another thing I've been doing creatively is I have been doing a lot of crocheting. And crocheting in and of itself is a full-time hobby. I ended up making this blanket, which is, I think, it's very vintage retro inspired, I think. This is a granny square with little rosebuds. I just feel like it's very like 50s, like vintage retro. I do need to make the edging on here still, but that should be easy. And I actually started another one of that same design with yellow yarn, which I think this is gonna feel very 70s, because I don't know why the 70s, I feel like there were a lot of yellow things in that decade. But yeah, so those are the creative things I've been doing. I still need a lot of, it's like, even though I took a break from journals, I still needed a creative outlet, and it was fun. All right, so plans for this channel. I actually have a lot of old videos that I never ended up uploading, and so I tend to work in batches. So I'll film a bunch, and then I'll do the captions and the thumbnails for a bunch, and then that's just how I work. So I have a lot of old videos that have not been uploaded, so they will be getting uploaded. And I have old videos for YouTube as well as TikTok, so I will be uploading those. Let's see here. Okay, so what you see in front of you are the projects I left off at when I stopped making videos. So these are botanical pages, and I made a set of botanical journals for my craft shows, and I think I'm going to be doing a flip through for those, the ones that did not sell, and I will be putting them in my Etsy shop. But I was working on a second set, So I think we're going to start off with videos related to botanical journals. And this was something I was doing for TikTok, this journal right here. So we are going, when I start TikTok again, this is what I'm going to be continuing on. And I started doing some collaging. And this was also something I did more recently, and it was a lot of fun. I did a bunch of collaging, and I made videos of the process. I think this will be on TikTok, and I might put it on YouTube as a short. If you are not following me on TikTok, my name over there is Enchanted Paper Cottage, and I would love it if you joined me over there as well if you want to. And this was the set of journals. There's 2 of them that I was working on for this channel for YouTube, and I will be continuing with them. So the covers had already been made. I basically have been working in one of them, and I will be filming the process as I make the second journal. So that's what's going to be coming up on YouTube after not all, but after some of the old videos that I still have pending for YouTube. So I hope you're excited to follow along. I've really missed making journals. It feels really good to talk right now to you guys. And right after I turn off this video, I will be making a new workspace tour. So you guys are going to see how my new setup is, and let's see if it's conducive to creating for me. So far it has been. Like it like clears my mind when I have some space to work. So I hope you come along again after my long break. And thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.